So today, we're talking to the award-winning visionary filmmaker Ralph Celestin to talk about. Beach Chain is a horror movie, correct?
Yes, it's my first ever stepping into one of the most iconic genres known to man. It is horror, it is suspense, there's a little bit of sci-fi, it is mystery, it's psychological thriller. You guys are going to be in for a real treat with this one. It's my first ever type of film in this genre.
And the cool thing is, looks like your Kickstarter is fully funded. Is that right?
Yes, it is. Wow, thank you for noticing, Leo. I appreciate that. It's fully funded. We reached our minimum goal, but we still, of course, need as much help as we can get to keep on pushing that boundary and raise the stakes of production value.
So, what is Beach Chain about?
I can't even give you too much detail because it's such a great idea. It's such an evergreen idea that if I were to put it out there, there is a real risk that someone might go and take it. You know, this is truly a Blair Witch. This is the next iconic kind of Night of the Living Dead, grandfather type of film that will forever set a new precedence in this horror genre. This has happened before, right? This every so often in amongst the ragtag team of filmmakers or artists, they've gotten a great idea and they've put together some resources and then been able to create content that is like nothing we've ever seen before. And this genre, the genre of horror, this is where it's happened the most. And this is typically where it's been able to be successful under the nose of the big studios. So that's the first thing that people will get when they jump in our Kickstarter. They'll learn something. They'll get that lesson of, what is it that I'm claiming? Really excited. The fact that we hit our goal the first week we started this fundraiser lets you know that behind the scenes, the people that know about this story, they're motivated.
And also, are you the scriptwriter? And are you the director?
I am. So almost every single film I've ever created, I've been the writer, director, producer. In some cases, I've had to be the main actor, right? But so with this film, it was really organic. Like many of my films that I've written, it always comes from a really good idea. I go through the process where I look up, I do my due diligence. I'm a film buff, just like you guys. I appreciate the art, the craft of cinema, and I make sure it hasn't been done before. So I can't tell you how ideas pop into my head. I bestow that to my humble love for God. But when I get an idea, I certainly look into it, and from there it's just natural. It flows. Typically, it takes me a very short time to write a script. I'm really well known for that and amongst my friends in the industry. My first film, Boston to Philly, it's available on Amazon Prime now. You can watch it, Prime Video. I wrote that on a bumpy train going from Boston to Philadelphia. One full round trip, just in my zone, staring at my city of Boston in the rear view window as I kind of move forward with my life.
Have you started production yet, or you're waiting for the Kickstarter to complete?
No, I'm going through my publicity tour, and I'm really excited. As you guys can hear, the tour is going great. I'm meeting wonderful individuals like you guys. I'm getting introduced to all these great platforms that I can now follow, I can check out, I can learn from. So right now I'm in full swing publicity mode. I'm doing interviews every other day. I have private pitches that I'm in every other day. So it's just a matter of getting through this first crowdfunding stage, and then I can just jump all into production and getting the thing going. I don't know if you guys are familiar with this. Did you see the viral meme about Squid Games? That the filmmaker took about 10 years to get the studios to finally say yes. He chopped it around for 10 years to all these studios, and they all said no. And then finally, he got it made. So my approach when it comes to money is I'm not going to wait 10 years to make this story relevant, to bring it in front of people. We now know that we don't necessarily trust the major studios to hear a good idea, recognize it, and fund it.
Amen.
So I am going the crowdfunding route because I want my fan base to be energized. I'm trying to get them to wake up with the pandemic on our heels, with the new year coming up. The biggest struggle is waking up the thousands of people that have already seen Boston to Philly, the people in London I've seen it, people in Japan, Germany, and be, hey, I have a new film coming now. So everyone needs to go and throw in some cash, throw in some support in this campaign, because this is going to be the next Squid Game.